it's true. No, but somebody's getting $1 million a year, right? So you're a freshman in college, and you got $1 million for playing basketball. How do you live? How would you have lived? What would you have done?
Live like a king. No, I mean, what are you gonna do? You're a kid. You don't know anything.
No, you know what $1 million worth, and you're gonna get $1 million.
No, your parents are gonna take your money. That's what it is.
Are they? Okay.
They're not gonna allow you to blow it. Kidding me?
I'm not. I don't know what.
What if one of your kids got $1 million? You gonna let them blow it? No. The answer is no. Just say it.
No, that's not true. I don't know
what. You're not gonna let them blow it.
I don't. What is blowing it? What does that mean?
Not using it properly.
Well, for example,
you're not gonna let them go out and buy $1 million house.
No, I'm not.
There you go.
Would I let them buy a $100,000 car?
No, probably not.
But
no.
My concern isn't spending the money wisely. My concern is the same thought I would have. Like, how do you want them to be treated on campus if nobody else, nobody knows for sure now that you're getting $1 million? If all of a sudden this stuff goes public, then everything changes. How are students going to treat players that are millionaires and they know they're millionaires?
Well, athletes on campus are already celebrities. So what's the difference if you got $1 million?
I think just the way I'd be. One thing's a celebrity. Another thing is look at somebody and go, he's making $1 million. That's not a celebrity. That's like Donald Trump. I don't know how I would treat him. We don't know because nobody knows the amount of money kids are getting. So you say you would have just saved it, lived about the same, and somehow used them.
No, obviously you would have had more spending money, but you certainly would have not been trying to not living like you were making $1 million because that's only for the 1 year.
Well, it might not be. Might be you're going to get it every year. You got to go change schools.
You don't know that. So
correct. Here's my question for you.
All right.
And there have been a couple players left Wisconsin, one to Kansas, one we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
When a player enters the transfer portal, what's the major reason? Change in coach/program or more NIL money? That's the Discount Liquor Twitter poll question I want to ask.
What's the most popular reason?
The major reason a player enters the transfer portal. 1, change of coach/program, or 2, more NIL money.
I would say 1. It's more simple.
Change of the program.
Changing of the program, changing of the coach. Yeah,
I'm not asking percentages. No, I think.
Wait, what are you asking then?
No, that's what I'm asking. But you're right. It could be like, so 100 kids join the portal, or 50 or 20, whatever. Yeah, which do they do it more for? Change in coach/program or more NIL money?
Yeah, that would be my answer. Changing program.
I think the number is probably change in the coach and program. But am I going to change if I get less money?
What do you mean?
Well, say I'm getting $50,000 and I decide to leave. I'm not going to leave unless I'm sure I'm getting $50,000 somewhere else. I'm not going to take less, am I?
I don't know. If you're leaving because of changing the coach and the program, that means you don't feel you're going to be involved or you're not going to be a part of that change or a big part of the change. So you got to be out of there. So if you're making 50 right now, program coach changes. First of all, you're probably not going to be making 50 again because of that. Coach is obviously bringing in his other players, and other players are going to be more prominent in the program. So you're going to it looks like you're going to be taking a pay cut either way if you have to take a pay cut going in the portal.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Yeah, but I'm saying I'm not deciding to transfer until I know there's somewhere else I can go where I'm getting more money. Yes or no?
Again, I don't know about that. I think the coaching program change is more important because your NIL money is really going to be dictated on how big a part of the program you're going to be, right? So if you're not going to be a big part of the program, and that's why you're leaving, you're not going to get much NIL money.
Right. The difficulty is while we both talk about it, we just don't. Maybe you know more than I do. I just joined I just joined a site, NIL something, and I haven't read enough of it to know. But so yeah, I don't know, and I'm not sure any information is going to come out. I just think in this situation, if I'm going to get less money, I'm not transferring. But if I'm making,
I think the money moves are made like if someone offers them something crazy,
right?
Then they're going to leave for the money.
And everybody's exploring that, right?
Right.
Probably family, call everybody, go, how much can I get?
Yeah, if you're a player, you should leave for the money, especially if it's significant. You definitely should leave.
All right, and now this is my next question. What is significant?
Money back.
What's significant?
Depends on what you're making. If you're making $100,000, significant is double that.
Okay. If you're making 50, 100 is significant.
50, well, if you're making, let's say, if you're making 100 and they want to double it, that's significant. If you're making 50 and they offer you 75, that's significant. Yeah.
Right.
If you're getting 30 grand and they offer you 40 grand, that 45, that might be enough.
Right. Because when we get lower, the assumption is you're not that great a player.
Well, it basically you'll basically be on a percentage scale that way, right? The lower you go, the lower bump of percentage you need.
Yeah. And there, again, I don't know how much the top players are getting. So Chucky Hepburn is the one that's transfer, and my belief is that he joined the transfer portal after he got an offer significantly more than what he was getting at Wisconsin.
Right, which listen, makes sense. Money in the bank. We know that's the end all be all, because whatever sport you're playing, there's going to be coming into it, and you're still going to be super young. So that money in the bank is going to go a long way. Get it?
And I don't know. I don't know, and I don't see enough to know exactly what's going on. I'm just making that assumption.
Well, we the NIL space is it's a mystery right now in a lot of ways. There's different rules. It's not totally regulated everywhere. States are different, so it's a weird space right now. But sooner or later, they're going to have to figure something out and get it more consistent throughout the nation. So, but it's not right now. So, as I say, you guys got to take advantage of whatever they're doing right now and get as much money as you can. That's just what the scenario is. That's the situation.
Next Thursday, I'm going to call to see if I can get Jay Billis on, because he's the smartest person I know about stuff like this. When all the money NIL started, I said everything's going to go nuts and coaches are going to get less. And he goes, no, nothing's going to change. They got so much money they don't know what to do with. That's why they're building all these buildings at schools. And he said there's so much money, so I don't know what he's going to be saying now.
But that's different money though, right? The money the university has and uses for facilities and things like that. That's not the NIL money that.
But his point was that tells you how much money is there that they're getting that they could use for players if they wanted to, or they still have enough money for coaches. Now you're right. As of now, they've prevented any connection between the players and the coaches. But I mean, his point was that money tells you how much extra money there is that is there if they ever have to use it for players and or head coaches. I thought players start getting money, there's no way there's going to be enough for the coaches to get the same. He says, oh, you're wrong there. You can't imagine how much money they got. Well,
he's right. They got a ton of money.
Yes.
I believe that.
And we don't know. We don't know how much the players are getting. So, but yeah, I would. If I had a kid who was good, I'd be working full time on what else is out there. Calling this school, that school, not the school itself, but their NIL connection. Which, of course, yeah, kids making $100,000.
Well, kids got to perform though. You can't just get money for nothing.
Well, I'm assuming that he's performing, or she. By the way, Caitlin Clark just signed a deal with Nike for $850 million. Or I don't know what it was. Proving that she is, again, as I said, Larry Bird. She's getting.
It was not $850 million. I can tell you.
No, it wasn't. And I think it's with Nike. And my guess is she could have gotten the same deal had she stayed at Iowa.
Same deal as what?
With Nike.
Same money? Oh, same deal with Nike. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Um,
Her WNBA salary was nothing.
that's correct. She's taking a pay. Well, she's still going to get a ton of money from endorsements, but yes, she's taking a pay cut from the her salary in the WNBA versus what she was making with NIL in college. No one's going to argue that.
Correct. Major pay cut. And there's a lot of people are complaining. I see a lot of stuff on social media, people complaining about like, oh, this is a joke that she's only making $78,000 a year. And, I'm like, I don't know what these people expect. I don't know how they expect. It's not on the NBA to give their money, their revenue to the WNBA. It's on the WNBA to get sponsorship. But that's why Caitlin was so important. She garners a lot of attention, right? So
she's going to get money for everybody.
Well, yes, exactly. She should give a boost in the revenue that comes from TV, which we all know that's where the money comes from.
Yep.
So TV for the WNBA should get an uptick.
It'll be. I believe it'll be up 50%.
Right, and we don't know when their deal is up for TV, but I mean, it would be the lottery if it was up.
And
before the season.
The reason it can go up 50% is because it's so low.
Well, I'm just saying if they're already under contract for a couple of years, that would be a bad, that would just
Correct.
be a bad timing. Right. They need it to be right now when she's coming into the league so they can maximize the TV deal over the next, 4 or 5 years.
I don't even know when the WNBA plays. It starts right after the NBA Finals, I thought, but not so. I think it's May. Anyway, I have never attended a WNBA game. Have you attended one?
I have not.
I am going to a WNBA game. I'm going to Indianapolis.
Are you?
Yes, I'm going to go see a game. Brian Bulaga said he'll go too. He's got to come from Florida.
Why don't you just go down to Chicago and see Angel Reese and Cardoza? They're down in Chicago. Much closer.
Oh, you mean when the Indiana plays them?
No, well, you can go when Indiana plays them, or you can go watch them play.
Yeah, I don't have the same interest. And plus, this is in Indiana, my home state, Indianapolis, so I can go there. I'll probably go after I go to Indiana to watch Caitlin Clark. Yeah, that's Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade has a team. His team is what's his team? That might be his team. No, he just bought into a team and they drafted. It might be the Chicago team. Yes, he's in the Chicago Sky. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Call Dwayne, see if he can get us some tickets. Actually, no. I mean, this is really easy. Find out when Indiana and Chicago play. We'll go to that game when they play in Chicago. Yeah. Piece of cake.
You're not getting tickets for that one, though.
Tickets for that one are between $400 and $600 right now.
No, that's stupid.
You're not getting tickets for that one.
There's nobody's paying $400, $600. No, that's crap. I'm not buying that at all. $400, $600 for a WNBA game? Come on.
No, that was just what Jen Latta was looking at because she was planning to take her children to it, her little girls.
There's no way. There's no way. What? Are there only 12 seats in the place?
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, you can look. I don't have to look it up. There's no way. There might be a ticket that much.
400's got to be good seats, though. I mean,
I got to play. If I'm paying $400, I want to play. $400 a ticket. Come on.
Well, you know what it requires if you want to play.
$400.
No.
So they're playing in Chicago. Where did Chicago play at the United Center? Do they play the same place as $400 a ticket? Give me a break.
Those are probably not the most expensive.
Those are probably the most expensive, right?
No.
I expect that I go when I go see Caitlin Clark. I don't even know how many WNBA. I'm assuming I can go to the game for $20.
Oh no.
I don't expect to have the best seats. Yeah, I think I can get a ticket for $20 to see Caitlin Clark play for the Indiana Fever.
You can't see from if you get $20, you're not going to be able to see from up there. So, but you can
that's
get
it. No, we were there. Their basketball arena is fine. It's not like you're playing in a football dome.
No, I still know, but you're going to be so high up for $20.
You think so?
Yes.
No, they might have to take a year off.
Bring your binocs, brother.
The cheapest I'm finding here in the nosebleeds is $120.
Yeah.
Fine. You know what that means? You know what that means?
You're not going.
I'm not going. I'll watch on TV. $125 for the what game? What is it again?
Show some support.
This is the June 1st game, Chicago Sky. This is at Indiana Fever.
Okay, June 1st at Indiana, Chicago at Indiana.
Yep.
If you want to see Caitlin Clark, you better pay, pal.
No, I don't want to see her at $125. Caitlin Clark had to wait. Caitlin Clark, within the last year, was at an event where she had to wait until I got done talking.
If you wanted to go to Chicago, your get-in price is over $200.
Yeah, that's crazy. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Pay up, buddy. Come off of some of that money.
No, I'm not paying that. There's no way.
If you want to sit center court in the lower bowl, it is $700.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Hey, you might as well say it's $5 million. Go ahead, say it's $8 million.
How much for floor seats, Josh? Put them on the floor.
Floor seats are not even available. Let me check. Let me do some more work.
And I am going to now go to a game at Indiana at the Indiana Fever. Go to Bobby Plump's place, and I'm gonna go and watch them play for $25.
Front row behind the hoop, $2,500.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what you want, Homer. Those are the ones you want right there.
There's not a person alive that I would pay that for. All right, if Jesus came back and it said he's pretty good. If Jesus comes back and he's got no jumper, I'm not paying it for that.
He's got a hoop.
He's got to hoop a little.
Hey, who do you want to see Jesus play against? Superman?
Anybody, but he's got to be decent. I'm not paying $2,500 for a poor Jesus. Come on.
What level NBA player, if you were to compare it to one currently, who would it have to be?
I don't want to continue this conversation. I want to go back to those prices are crazy. Nobody's going to pay that when the games are played. When does her first game?
The first
Caitlin Clark's first game. When do the Indiana Fever? Hold on. We'll take a break because we definitely need to get to. We need to get to the Dr. Tony Smith on the calf injury more. But all right, what'd you say? What's the first game?
First game of the season is the 14th of May. I would imagine they're going to make sure Caitlin Clark plays on that.
Yeah. Ask me this, Tony. Would I retire as the voice of Marquette if I could be the voice of the Indiana Fever?
Yes.
Hell no. Hell no. Come on.
You'd be great.
If I got a $2,500 courtside seat for every game, hell no.
Do you have some kind of call for? Oh, let's get the break. We'll get the break.
We'll get to break. Then we'll get to calf injuries. It probably won't be as good as this. What was the largest amount of money you heard again for a ticket? It was the game in Chicago.
Yes,
courtside for
under the hoop. It was $2,500.
$2,500. Wow. And what do you think it'll inevitably go for?
Oh, I imagine those are going up. We're still way early. I imagine those will get more expensive.
What do you believe I can get it for game day? I say half that.
Yeah, it usually drops right before. Same thing with like concert tickets.
Tony Smith, Caitlin Clark, Homer Hour. Round 2 next.
More of the Homer Hour coming up next on 94.5 ESPN.
Delays along westbound 94 starting before the Marquette interchange all the way through the stadium to about Hawley Road. Eastbound is going to be a bit heavy from Highway 164 all the way through the Gerke's Corners area almost to Calhoun. We've got backups again from 84th Street all the way through the stadium to about 27th. And northbound 43, a heavy ride from the Marquette all the way up past Keefe. Traffic is brought to you by the Delafield Brewhouse, award-winning restaurant and brewery celebrating 25 years. Located on the corner of I-94 and Highway 83 in Delafield, the Delafield Brewhouse. Drink ale, live lager. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight. Showers early, then decreasing clouds, a low of 40. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy, a high of 54. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Strofe. Pack yourself in for ESPN Wisconsin's Draft Night. The draft is almost here, and ESPN Wisconsin is bringing its picks straight to you. Join us for the first round live from the Q Club of Wisconsin on Thursday, April 25th. Get ready for an unforgettable night packed with draft insights and insider info as the green and gold reloads for 2024. Hear from Wilde and Tausch, Homer and Chewy, Brian Bulaga, Gary Ellerson, John Anderson, Rob Domofsky, and more. Be there for ESPN Wisconsin's Draft Night, brought to you by the Q Club of Wisconsin.
Spring into massive April savings with the Midwest #1 automotive leader at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Region Giannis Auto Group dealership. Get incredible spring cleaning sale pricing on America's best-selling brands from both Buick and GMC at nearby Giannis locations in Greenfield and Oak Creek. Your April savings will blossom with incredible spring cleaning savings and discounts on our entire inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. At Giannis, we make it easy to find the vehicle of your needs, always at a price and payment that you can afford. Spring is the perfect time to refresh your ride. We're paying top Kelley Blue Book values on your trade, no matter what the mileage or condition. The weather's warming and the deals are getting hot at your Giannis Auto Group dealerships, the Midwest #1 automotive leaders. Spring is the season for savings, exclusively at your local Milwaukee Metro Region Giannis Auto Group dealerships, or shop online at shopgiannis.com.
All Brewers games are on sale now. Coming up, a weekend showdown with the Yankees, Friday, April 26th through Sunday, the 28th. Start the series with Friday's hockey night. Then take home a limited edition Brewers City Connect Tumbler Cup at the game on Saturday, the 27th. Presented by Quick Trip. Don't miss out on a marquee weekend of baseball. Grab your seats at brewers.com/tickets.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor. If it's a celebrate or tailgate, when you're gonna recreate upstate. If it's a holiday, birthday, any date, you can save at discount liquor.
Baseball and tailgating, two of Wisconsin's traditions, are back. Have you made a game plan? Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. For over 60 years, we've been part of the starting lineup that makes your tailgate an experience. With over 2,000 varieties of beer, 4,000 types of liquor, and over 8,000 wines, we're your pre-game headquarters. It's not a game without a tailgate, and it's not a tailgate without a stop at Discount Liquor, where we literally have everything you need to get back to your baseball traditions. So before you head to the ballpark, head to Discount Liquor, 2 area locations in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma and in downtown Waukesha on Main and Barstow.
Discount Liquor.
This is the Homer Hour on 94.5 ESPN.
Thursday is basketball with the Doctor of Basketball, the Tony Smith Homer Hour. He's been an expert on calf injuries. He's been talking about this. I don't remember where it was in the Marquette season. Who got hurt, Doc, to where you were talking about a calf injury? Was that Cam Jones? Can't remember who it was.
I don't know if it was Cam Jones or Stevie Mitchell, somebody.
But somebody, and you said people just don't realize how serious it is.
Very, very, very fragile, those calves, I tell you. Just little small muscles. Not as big as the quad or the hamstring. So in the leg department, they're doing a lot. They're doing a lot with a little. So,
and you had said before the series started a week ago today, just have Giannis miss the first series. You got to do without him and see what happens.
I'm still on that game plan. I think he's got to sit out, suck it up. Unfortunately, Indiana's a tough matchup.
Yes,
for the Bucks, I think they're going to be very good. They handled the Bucks during the regular season pretty well, and I don't even think Siakam was in those games. And now you got Halliburton coming back from a little bit of an injury, but I think he's going to be fully healthy. So You're asking for a lot for this roster without Giannis in a 7-game series. I just think it's a very the worst matchup they could have had, because this Indiana team has a lot of confidence for one against this team, and now with Giannis out, they're really going to be hungry. So we'll see. Like I said, Dame has to be super special to even consider winning the series and moving on to the next.
I looked it up at the beginning when the thing first opened. If you pick the Pacers, you bet 100, you win 185. Now, if you bet 100, you win about 90. It's almost a total push. I've got to look up the series right now. The first game is like a 1 point.
People are thinking. I mean, with Giannis, Bucks maybe slightly better. I would give them the edge, but without Giannis, I got to give Indiana the edge in the series. They are the better team. But the better team doesn't always win, though. We know that. You just got to be better for the series. You don't have to.
Correct. You got to win 4 games out of 7, and I think you got to count on Indiana messing up a little bit and helping you out, because they don't have any experience.
Yeah, they got to give you one game. They got to make a couple of mistakes at the end of a couple of games to steal one, as people like to say. You stole a game, but I don't know, man. I just don't know. I got to get out there and see, if Dame is going to do something. That's what you want to look for. First game, is Dame going to step up?
And that would also tell you, and that would tell you how much interest you have in bringing it back next year, or do we have to do something?
I mean, the thing you don't like. As far as that's concerned, why are we going to bring him back? Is you're gonna make him, you're gonna give him a very tough test to see if he's going to come back. I mean, playing without Giannis, playing with Giannis is much easier than playing without Giannis.
I know, but I want to.
I'm going to let that determine whether I'm going to bring him back or not.
It is for me. I want to see. He's got to do what you say. He's got to do something special. I want to see something special. If that's there,
we already know he can do that. That's why
I don't know. No, we don't. We know he's done it before in his career. We've seen stuff this year.
He can do it. If he's done it before and we've seen him do it, he didn't do it for one game. He's been doing that for Portland forever.
I know. Well, he said, I know, but can he do it now at this age versus when he was younger?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's
you think so? At some point, you get older and you can't do it as much. And the Bucks as a team are clearly older now, right?
Yeah, the Bucks are a team, but we're talking about can Dame do it? And I think Dame has enough where he can do it. He can take over a series. I still believe that.
Right, so shouldn't he be able to show us that? Doesn't mean they're going to win, so that would make us confident that he could do it again next year when you have a healthy Giannis, you hope.
Yeah, but when Giannis is in there, he's not going to have to play the same style.
Correct.
So you're looking at two different things.
Right. I'm not saying he'll do it with Giannis there, but I expect to see, if Giannis is out, I expect to see some of that special Dame. And if I don't, then I wonder if he's might be getting a little old.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you got to worry about right now. Can't be worried about next year.
I agree.
I think he's got to go ahead and turn the Jets on and do something special to try to spark this team. But as I was talking with the guys from KBN, that they got to get some other performances. Like you got to have Dame, but you got to have some other guys who are playing above their averages during the regular season. Drake Crowder, a guy like that's at 6 points. Middleton was at 15. Can he do something in this series? Can he average 20 in this series and try to give him a boost that way? Whatever. Pick a guy. Somebody's got to come up and play at a different level. We know Dame has to do that. He's got to be one. I think he's averaging 24. He's got to come way better than that.
Yeah. Well, at the start of that list would be Middleton. Not saying he's going to be the guy. Middleton's at the top of the list. Then Lopez.
Portis. I would say second.
Really? Okay. The Lopez is third.
As far as guys are going to have to step up, I think. Well, Middleton was at 15 this year.
I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, I think he was averaging like 15 this year. He's got to go up. Definitely in this series, he's got to be averaging 20. I'm just not sure if he's healthy enough and capable enough to do that.
Right.
But Portis, I believe, is at I forget what Portis is at, 11, maybe something like that.
I don't know. Portis would seem the one most likely to do it based on what he's done this year.
No question, right? He needs to elevate. Plus, the thing about Portis is he's that guy who sparks the team. Like when Portis does something, guys go crazy, right? Gives them a big boost, gives the crowd a big boost. So he's one of those guys that can really elevate them even further than what they are in moments in games because, he does something, didn't give you the crazy eyes, and, people just love it. So we'll see if he can do something. But I think those two guys, I'm not depending too much on Lopez. I don't know why you like Lopez.
I'm just looking at the ones that you think have the best potential to elevate. He can make threes, or it's so you have Middleton, Portis, then Lopez, and so I have Middleton, Lopez, and then Portis. It's
No, I don't have Lopez at all.
At all?
I in my order would be Portis, Middleton, and then I would say like somebody like Crowder has got to do something.
Fine, but I think Lopez, part of his importance is more defense. They don't have any. They don't have any defense without Giannis, so his issue might not be scoring, but it's definitely going to be defense because they have none without him.
Yeah, I agree with that. Lopez is going to have to, show some remnants of that rim protector that we saw a few years ago. He's definitely got to do that because without Giannis, you only have that one long guy in there. Portis is big, but he ain't long.
All right, we will get to the third quarter. Go beyond your field of study and get a world-class education in leadership by joining the U.S. Army ROTC. As an Army officer, you'll work side by side with peers who support your growth, and you'll become a role model, mentor, and decision maker. In any environment, at any scale, it's a challenging path, but along the way, you'll sharpen your skills and show yourself and those around you exactly what you're capable of. Decide to lead at goarmy.com/officer or contact your local Marquette University Army ROTC program to get started. And yes, I always tell you how far away it is. American Place Casino. American Place Casino, less than a half hour south of Franklin. Yes, it's located in Lake County, Illinois. Yes, they have great table games. Yes, they have the newest slot machines. Yes, they have weekly prizes at the sports book. But more than anything, no, American Place Casino, located in Lake County, Illinois, just a half hour south of Franklin. I haven't driven it yet. I believe I can do it in 25 minutes and drive the legal limit. Head to AmericanPlace.com for the latest promotions and events every month. Great place, but no, and yes, more than anything else, when I say American Place Casino to you, you should say, yep, Homer, I know it. Just a half hour south of Franklin. More Hall of Famer Tony Smith next.
The Homer Hour is back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
Backups continue along 94 eastbound from Highway 164 all the way to about Springdale. And then you're back on the brakes coming out of the Barker Road area to Brookfield Road. And then once again, back on the brakes from 84th Street through the Stadium Interchange. Southbound on 41, slow from before Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. We've got northbound slowing down now from Highway 100 or Mayfair Road all the way up past Burleigh. Southbound 43 heavy from just south of Silver Spring down past Keefe. Back on the brakes from south of Fond du Lac Avenue down and over the high-rise bridge. Traffic is brought to you by the Milwaukee Bucks. The playoffs presented by BMO are here. Get your tickets to catch the intensity and excitement firsthand. Bucks.com/playoffs. That's Bucks.com/playoffs. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, showers early, then decreasing clouds, a low of 40. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny and breezy, a high of 54. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga, 94.5 ESPN.
Hi, it's John Reitz from Great Midwest Bank. And you know, there's more to being a local Wisconsin bank than perfectly pronouncing Oconomowoc or Waukesha. Or is it Waukesha? But rest assured, at Great Midwest Bank, we understand the local community and economy because we're a part of it. At GMB, we provide customized lending products that others just can't offer. Experience a hometown banking difference. Head to greatmidwestbank.com. Great Midwest Bank, your simply local equal housing lender.
Go beyond your field of study and get a world-class education in leadership by joining the U.S. Army ROTC. Army ROTC programs transform students into confident leaders and provide a wide range of scholarships to help pursue life-defining careers. As an Army officer, you'll work side by side with peers who support your growth. Gain the experience and get the resources to open doors down the road. Army ROTC is open for enrollment. Visit goarmy.com/ROTC to learn more about available opportunities and scholarships, including at Marquette University.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos?
Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouth-watering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
Eagle Sports Range has an unbeatable offer on concealed carry license classes. For just $49, enroll in their 3-hour class led by expert instructors prioritizing safety. Learn laws, techniques, and mindset for responsible carrying. Stick around for an optional hour of range time with instructors included in the package. Practice under professional guidance and gain confidence. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day at 2525 East Layton Avenue in Cudahy. Secure your spot at eaglesportsrange.com. Eagle Sports Range, where safety meets skill.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you. Discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. hims.com/joy.
You're listening to the Homer Hour on 94.5 ESPN.
The Tony Smith Homer Hour. Do you have a car, boat, ATV, or motorcycle taking up space? Consider donating it to Rawhide Youth Services. Co-founded in 1965 by Bart and Sherry Starr, Rawhide is a faith-based nonprofit that helps thousands of youth every year, many right here in Milwaukee, overcome trauma, suicidal thoughts, and live better lives. They've been doing vehicle donations since 1965, and it's worked great to support their mission. Your vehicle donation can make a difference. Visit rawhide.org/donate and learn how you can help today. The Hall of Famer Tony Smith. I taped Spectrum's roundtable with Dennis Krause and with Chuck Freeman, and Dennis Krause said that rumor is it that the Detroit Pistons are interested in Bucks GM John Horst. And I said, that's not true. I said, John Horst, not true. John Horst is interested in becoming the GM of the Pistons, and if offered the job, will take it. He's looking to get out as much as the Pistons are looking to get a new head of basketball ops. If Detroit says come, he be gone. If I was the GM of the Milwaukee Bucks, I would be looking elsewhere, too, at this time. How about you, Hall of Fame? Because I think I'm possibly going to get fired in the near future if things don't go well. Somebody's got to be the scapegoat, and I can guarantee you Doc Rivers will be back next season. Nothing's happening to him. If they don't get rid of the coach and this season doesn't end well, who's the next guy in line? The general manager. So if I were John Horst, I would take the job if offered by the Detroit Pistons, and my understanding is that he's looking to get out. And so if offered, I believe he will take the job.
Well, hey, listen, if he wants to go, people have a right to change whatever.
Yes.
If he doesn't see things are going to be going his way in the coming years, hey, if someone's offering you some money, they want you, go ahead. It's better to go when someone wants you than when someone's getting rid of you.
And it's also my belief, and I risk the possibility of probably being told that Homer doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, that John Horst wanted Nick Nurse to be the next head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis did not, and that's why Nurse didn't get the job. So whether that's true, I'm not asking you if you if you think I'm accurate. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. There's no reason for Tony to inform others that throughout the Marquette season, Tony always says, you just made that up, Homer, in which I claim I didn't.
I will not correct you in front of company. I'm just going to let it be.
You're just going to let it be. That's right. And we'll see what happens. If I were John Horst, would have done exactly what he did, if that's accurate. Whoever Giannis wants as coach, given we're in the process of dealing with a contract extension, I would do it. I would do almost anything Giannis said. And I also want to emphasize that because he has a new contract, that has absolutely nothing to do with how quickly he could go somewhere else. If Giannis wants to go somewhere else, he be gone. That's how it works in the NBA. That's how it works.
Yeah, they're not going to screw that up, right?
No.
If he wants to go, you can't have a guy like that who wants to leave.
No.
And you just have to get the most you can. They're going. Well, the first they're going to say, "Hey, Giannis, don't announce you want to leave, please," because that's going to make the price go down. Right?
And
just relax. We're going to get you where you want.
Right. I mean, we'll try to do what we can and stuff like that. They don't want Giannis to leave, but you can no longer. And I don't know. An owner of the Bucks, an original owner, told me a couple of years ago before this one passed away that they told that to Lou Alcindor. Whenever you want to leave, go. Because they thought he originally was going to maybe go to the ABA and play for the New Jersey Nets because he's from New York. And so this owner told me they were surprised. He was surprised that he lasted here as long as he did. So it probably hasn't changed that much in the last, 50 years for certain players. They want to go. You can't keep them. You can't force them to stay.
That's true.
It's true.
Although you were trying that with Aaron Rodgers, but we won't get into that.
I don't know exactly what you're saying. What were you referring to there? Oh,
don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. In terms of what the Packers, yes, it's different in basketball and the NFL. However, it may be moving in that direction. Right?
Okay.
I mean,
whatever you say, boss.
Well, no, the money gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Don't you think in all sports the players tend to have greater power than they used to?
I mean, if you don't like it somewhere, why shouldn't you be able to go somewhere else?
Yeah. And I think teams understand that, and you then try to get as much as you can for the person involved. Yeah. The NFL officiating chief, Walt Anderson, has stepped aside amid a larger reorganization of the officiating department. I don't know exactly what that means. If it means they're changing things, that would be good. Of course, I would change. The uprights would be closer together. Field goal kickers are too good.
No.
I would also get rid of the chains. I would still have them, but the first down issue would be done by machines, computers. The teams would maybe still want to look to know how many yards in general they need, but that can easily be done with the football and whatever. Easily. You don't like either of those. You don't like either of those changes.
The chains going to like a video monitor.
Yeah, you have a
ball,
what?
Well, you can't see the ball as well.
Well, no, you have something at the edge of the ball. I mean, they can easily do it, so you determine exactly where it needs to be and then where the edge of the ball is.
Holding the ball, it's kind of covered. So
you question whether it can be done well, or?
Yes, I question whether it could be done well because now you're altering the ball. For one, if you're saying put something on the ball, you're altering the ball.
You're putting some dot of something on. You're not really altering the ball. What you put on the ball would be so minor.
We don't know what the capabilities are, though.
The what?
You're thinking we're in the Jetsons and we got some futuristic technology. We don't know what the technology.
Oh, they could do it immediately. And they might not even do it the way I'm suggesting, but.
Okay. Well, if they got the technology to do it properly, okay, go ahead, switch it up. Use the computer for the chains, so we don't have these guys run. But the chain thing is kind of dramatic, right? It's a whole football thing. They're bringing out the chains, and then they stretch it out and place it down, and he just missed it by this much, or he just made it by this much. It's a whole, It's a whole thing that I don't think.
Well, I could see having the chains so that people know how far in general they have to go, but then the chains don't come out in terms of when they have a. They check to see if it's first down. They go to the machine.
They can do it like tennis, the big reveal for in or out.
Yeah.
That gets cheers. People go nuts.
Yeah. So, but I mean,
right. But think about that though. Like the tennis ball is out and it's got the cameras on it. That's why you can see it.
Right. I think you could do the same camera thing with football. I believe.
But there's going to be bodies around the ball. How are you going to do it? I don't think it's X-ray vision.
I don't know how they would do it. I'll have to find the smartest person I know but I'm sure they could do exactly. And yes, like in tennis, they do it, and then the machine does it, and then they go to a picture of the machine if it's really close.
They can track players like to the micro inch that they're moving. You could track a ball a similar way. Now, you don't want to risk the integrity of the football, but they have tracking data on miles per hour, everything, geolocation of every single player.
Yeah, there we go. See? Now what do you say, Tony?
You think who's Josh, the tech guy? Is he Elon Musk over there? I don't believe in him.
No, Josh is the guy who spent more time reading about it.
Exactly.
It's not hidden somewhere in a cave. It's all out there. And it deals with, again, my dislike for we need the human element in officiating. No, you don't. You need a human element in the athletes. If possible, I want no humans in the officiating so that it's done as accurately as possible. And tennis is a great example. They used to have all these, line officials. Now they get rid of all of them, and players used to complain all the time, and now there's none of that, and nobody misses anything. They get to determine winning and losing by the accuracy. So for those who don't know and they follow tennis, the only tennis court where they haven't figured it out yet is clay. On clay, they still have the officials, and then the person goes down and looks at the mark because they're playing on dirt. And apparently it's not as good on dirt as it is on asphalt or concrete. So that keeps people from sending me emails or calling me. Again, my cell number, 414-308-4785. Next, fourth quarter.
More of the Homer Hour coming up next on 94.5 ESPN.
You ever have one of those days when you just couldn't come up with the right answer? Well, I know one answer that pretty much solves all problems. Ice cream. Yeah, it's the answer to everything, right? And right now, at Quick Trip, our rich, creamy, straight from our dairy, Nature's Touch 1-gallon pails of ice cream are just $4.99. Yeah, now that's an answer worth digging into. Come on, be a problem solver. Bring home some fresh, delicious Nature's Touch ice cream, only from Quick Trip.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Take me out to the ball game, roll out the barrel, and get up, get out of here, gone. There's nothing like Milwaukee baseball. The Brew Crew is back, and we're here to help you turn your tailgate or game viewing experience into a grand slam. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where since 1960 we have provided the best selection and the lowest prices. We stock literally thousands of varieties of beer, liquor, wine, and mixers. Over 15,000 actually, but who's counting? The point is, you want it, odds are we have it. Combine our incredible selection and everyday low prices with our 2 convenient locations, and you've got your one-stop shop for game day. Discount Liquor in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, only 10 minutes from AmFam Field, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Gabby.
Hey, Gabby. It's Jennifer Coolidge. Hi. I'm so glad I reached you at 2 a.m.
Oh, of course. Anyone with a Discover card can call and talk to a real person 24/7. Now, how can I help?
Yeah, I used my Discover card to buy these yellow pleather pajamas, and I'm just not sure I'm pulling them off.
24/7 U.S.-based customer service. It pays to Discover. Limitations apply. Learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
If you need bold banners to boost your business, but you're on a budget, think Staples. Posters, flyers, signs, and menus for less? Think Staples. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward. Now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Same-day service available on hundreds of items if you order by noon. And all backed by Staples' Print Perfect guarantee. So it's done right or it's printed again free. Staples, your local print and marketing expert. And 6-1, visit staples.com/print for details.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because our home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to build your dream yard or get out on the water, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 Blaine's gift card with $100 spent on Scotts products. Like select Scotts Rapid Grass or Turf Builder Grass Seed, $10 off. Scotts Turf Builder Lawn Food, $49.99 after sale and rebate. And Scotts Grub X Grub Killer, $24.99 after sale and rebate. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Brian, why are you stacking books on the floor?
I want to stand while I work. Standing desks are all the rage these days.
Well, it's a good thing that these desks move up and down. You did know that, right?
What? They do?
Yeah, we're not messing around here.
This is great. Now, only if I had a chair to swivel around in.
Do you just not pay attention to everybody else's desks?
Well, no wonder I'm not getting much done these days.
Coakley Brothers and Brothers Interiors, the official moving and furniture provider of GKB Milwaukee. This is the Homer Hour on 94.5 ESPN.
Not just basketball, but mostly basketball. The Tony Smith Homer Hour on Thursdays. The NFL has just announced that 5 players that were banned for gambling have now been activated. They've been out for a year, and it made me.
Really? Who's the kid from Houston that got banned?
The NBA guy, basketball, for doing unders on
Jonte Porter from the Raptors.
Porter. He's banned for life, right?
Correct.
And they should solve.
The
They should
NFL's
solve.
letting guys back in. Boo.
Yeah. Well, they should eliminate unders in terms of what you can play. It should just be overs. Then you would never have the problem of people doing what he did. I mean, but I'm not sure they'll listen to me on that. The NFL, they should have a new rule where players are allowed to play the money line on their own team. How great would that be? It would be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Players putting money on. They can't play the spread because we can't have points involved, but the money line. If I'm a commissioner, because then I have gambling that, one, is okay, and two, how great would it be? Packer players got $1 million on the game. I know you don't
It
agree.
would not be great at all.
Why? No. One, that's what you want, people to believe in their team. That'd be the best form of gambling there is. What could be better than that?
Because first of all, you already have people out there thinking that the games are fixed somehow.
I can't help their stupidity.
This only makes it work.
I'm
I
not
can't
letting,
either, but
I'm not letting.
But the NFL, as a business, you don't want that out there, and you don't. This gives even more of an impression of that. You don't want.
Let me just explain the history on this is tennis. Bobby Riggs was the first, but you have been able to bet on yourself at Wimbledon for years. And back in the 30s when he was playing, he supposedly bet like $25,000. Yeah, and they've been playing sports in England for how many years? Nobody's ever has a problem with it at all. Bet on yourself, and you're fine.
What? England. This is the U.S.
I know.
We're corrupt here.
Oh, yes. Tell me what's wrong with it. This is what I'm asking you, because you always make things better.
I didn't say anything's wrong with it. I'm just saying it gives the impression of corruption, and we are corrupt. So people are not going to enjoy it.
All right, how does it give people a feeling of corruption if players bet on their own team to win the game?
Just off the top of my head, people could say, oh, well, one guy is friends with another guy on another team, and he made a $2 million bet. So his buddy said, hey, dude, I got $2 million on this game. Don't mess it up for me. All right, cool. Very simply. Can't have it.
Can't have it.
You got anything else?
So what's now? So hold on, just so I get this. So then the losing team players would tank on purpose, so the buddy betting on his team wins.
Players on the winning team, yes.
Really?
Everybody but Giannis is friends in the NBA. They all work out together.
I am aware of that, yes.
Yeah, so it's very, very easy for some guy to say, hey, I'm betting $5 million on this game. Help me out. Okay, it's just a regular season game. I'm going to help you out. I'm not going to throw the game, but, guess what? We're playing Denver. And Jokic, I'm hurt. I don't feel good today. I'm sick. I'm going to sit out. Bam. Right before the game starts, though. And I'm gonna feel good. I'm going to warm up. I might tip it off, and I'm going to just be sick right off the bat. I'm not going to play.
I mean, that can occur.
That could occur, but again, it's a corrupt scenario that you can't have any suspicion of. So that's why you can't allow it. Too many smart criminals out there, Homer. They're going to figure out some way to cheat the system.
No, we're talking players. They'll lose a game on purpose to help a friend on the other team, and I'm worried about that. That's the best you got.
That's all I need to have. That right there shows that you can't have it.
You got questions on calf injury? Go to Facebook, Tony Smith, or wherever else he is. He is the expert. Next.
894 southbound. Going to be a slow ride down from Beloit Road and around the Hale interchange.